What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla, back here with a very exciting Godzilla figure review. Guys, today from Playmates Toys, we are taking a look at the Godzilla Evolved in the giant size. This is from the upcoming movie, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. There's a lot of pros on this guy, a lot of cons. Can't wait to jump in. Let's do it.
Oh my God!
So quickly jumping back in time to when this figure was still in the packaging, just wanted to kind of give you a quick peek at this setup here. Giant Godzilla Evolved. Kind of there's the side. Here's the backside of the packaging. We do have a little Monsterverse blurb right there. Take a quick peek at the other side of the packaging. And guys, here's the important part right here. There's the other two in the line. I wish we had a Shimo. But guys, check this out. Barcode, scan it, take a picture of it, whatever you need to do. That will give you this figure's product. Take that barcode into Walmart and use that as ask the employees to scan it, and they'll be able to tell if they have this figure in the back, if they have it at another store, if it's coming in very soon. Use that barcode. Super duper helpful, guys. Alrighty, guys, so here we are with our giant-sized Godzilla Evolved from the upcoming movie Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. This figure is pretty darn decent sized. Just to quickly show you how big of a figure is, here he is compared to the 6-inch, just standard Godzilla figure from the line. Actually, this is the Hollow Earth 2-pack exclusive, but you can tell this guy's basically clocking in at about 12 inches in height. And with that, there comes some positives and there comes some negatives. Let's go ahead and start with our detail, guys. Starting with the feet, pretty accurately painted toe claws. Not much to complain about there. Got a little bit of texturing and scaling on the tops of the foot. The leg looks pretty decent in terms of the detail. Not going to be really anything in the semblance of paint, but we do have, we kind of have the Godzilla scales. We have some of these little nubbins and whatnot. So not too bad moving up the leg. As we get to the body, comes okay. We have two different kinds of. They finally get some paint in here. And with these, it's just in the form of a kind of tannish, really similar color to the toe and hand claws. It's kind of a stripe kind of moving up his stomach. As we get into the arms and hands, we do obviously have the colored fins that he kind of grows as he evolves. So that's kind of fun. Texture and detail on the arms, it's okay. Fairly accurately painted hand claws again, so that's another positive. Some detail on the inside of the hand is appreciated as well. Because as we move into the face, it's not too bad. Kind of our front look is a little goofy. The teeth are okay, but from the side, he actually looks decent. The teeth are passable. The eye paint looks good. It's all accurate. It looks pretty nice. We do have a tongue detail in there. Top of the mouth is painted, barely detailed. Other side of the head, because this is where we get into kind of some of our problems. This is the first time I've really shown this side of the figure, and let's see. Guys, area number one that I hope we're all picking up on. We can see a pretty good amount of screw holes, 2, 4, 6, 7 at least right off the bat. And this is kind of typical of Playmates with their bigger figures. And Godzilla especially falls victim to it. Kong will come, sometimes they'll put his screw holes on the very back of his body and stuff, so it's not as bad. But Godzilla frequently has stuff like this, where you just have these really annoying screw holes that are super visible. 2, 4, 6, actually 8 of them now. There's 9. So it's just like, it definitely becomes annoying. It kind of makes it so this figure really only looks good from the single side. Not the biggest problem in the world, but it definitely limits posability, limits use and whatnot if you're kind of, more picky. If you're just using it as a toy, no problem. Most kids aren't going to care about a couple of screw holes. But us collectors, we are a little more particular. But for me, guys, the highlight of this figure has to be these dorsals. As you can see, they're nice and translucent, really cool effect on them. Of course, they did kind of bail halfway down the tail for whatever reason. This is where the tail split. So I don't know why they couldn't have just kind of come all the way. But I'm really actually a fan of Godzilla's Evolved tail. I really like these extra spikes. I really hope we get to see him utilize these weapons in the movie and really take some, deal some damage using them. But I'm a huge fan of the translucent kind of color that they use for these spines. And the texture, kind of, just the color and the, just the detail kind of put into the spines. It's pretty nice. You do have some of the detailing, kind of looks pretty good. The spines look huge, evolved, powered up. Pretty darn awesome. So I'm definitely a huge fan of that. I actually like Godzilla's new spine form and shape, kind of. I think it's a fun twist. They changed it up after 2 whole movies. So I'm not a huge anti the spines. I think the spines are very nice, and I really love the translucent. The one thing that I'm still trying to come to terms with on Godzilla's new design is just how skinny he is. He is very thin, and it's just kind of weird to see him so thin. So that'll just be interesting to kind of have to get used to. So how does this figure scale up to a couple other figures? The first figure that came to mind that I wanted to show you the side-by-side of is with the Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. And they're just kind of take a look at the height simulators. Very similar, so they're both kind of right at that 11, 12-inch scaling. As you can see, this guy really suffered from the screw hole problem as well. But I just wanted to give you a quick peek, lift up some arms here and take a look at just how, the legs, pretty darn similar. Arms, he gets a little longer arms. He grows the additional weapon. The tail changes up a little bit. The spines change shape a little bit, but he just really sucks in the gut there, guys. So I just wanted to give you a second to take a peek at just how thin this new Godzilla becomes, and also take a quick peek at how he scales with this Godzilla. Guys, another figure I wanted to scale him with just to show you off is if you have this one. This is the Godzilla vs. Kong 13-inch, I think they call it the Battle Blast Godzilla. He comes with the sound effects and whatnot. So I just wanted to kind of show off that scaling, show that obviously this guy, if you only have this one figure, Godzilla is definitely going to be a little shorter than him. Here is the brand new Kong figure, the giant Kong figure from Godzilla X Kong. So obviously pretty similar in height there. Kong's head is just freaking huge, but that's how the sizing between these two is going to end up looking. And then guys, here is Godzilla up against the giant Skar King from the upcoming movie as well. So I don't know if this sizing will be, true to form. I was definitely picturing Skar King being taller than even Godzilla. So it'll be interesting to see just how big Skar King truly is compared to the King. Guys, we already showed you how he scaled up against a 6-inch Playmates figure, but I just want to show him off against a 6-inch movie monster series. This is the Godzilla from the Godzilla vs. Kong DVD set, Bandai. Just wanted to show you that, obviously, once again, he's going to tower quite over those 6-inch figures. Last but not least, showing you how he scales up against the King series. These guys kind of come in closer to about 10 inches tall, so he's going to stand pretty significantly taller than the King series. This is obviously the King series Godzilla -1. So guys, like I said, this has been the Godzilla Evolved from Playmates Toys in the upcoming movie Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. Guys, you can, once again, use that barcode to track this guy down at your Walmarts. Figure's going to run $24.97-ish, I think, about 25 bucks. So, you buy all three, you're at 75 bucks. Leave it up to you if you think that price point's worth it. It's really cool to have these bigger figures, but also with the 6-inch figures only being $10, you can get all 5 of them for only $50. So just kind of figure out what, budget yourself and figure out what you want to get. I personally, not mad at all that I picked up this figure. Pretty good. I like how accurately they painted the hands and toes. The teeth look pretty good. I'm really a fan of those translucent spines. So I definitely enjoy this figure pretty well. But as usual, guys, please let me know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. Let me know if you're excited for the upcoming movie. Now I can say this year, January 1st, we are getting the movie this year, guys. So let me know if you're excited for Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. I certainly am. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.